Hello again, so it's me and I am coming here with a very exciting exercise. In fact, I don't know if you're as excited as myself, but I get really excited at this time of the year. It's funny because you can set goals at any time of the year, but I know people or humans, we work in society, and society is determined by some specific dates throughout the year. And so this is the time of the year where everyone is just wanting to kind of like start new again, set new goals, and I do believe in the power of having goals. It's not the same if you go blindly through life as if you know very clear where you're going. It doesn't mean that the path is going to be easy. The most important thing is that every day you ask yourself, are my choices today aligned with what my goals are? Is this food that I'm about to eat aligned with the goals that I have with regards to my health and my wellness? Is this exercising or me deciding to stay in the sofa instead of going for a walk is aligned with what I said I wanted to achieve on my health and my wellness? So that is the importance of having goals. The importance of having goals is not to get to the end goal, it's actually the path, and more than anything, making sure that you course correct yourself throughout your days and throughout your months, just in case you are not doing what you are meant to do in order to achieve those goals, right? So at this time of the year, I imagine that you also are setting up yourself goals for finances, for family, for personal growth, for many other things. But in here, we're gonna be tackling goals that are specifically related with health and wellness. And I'm gonna make this video quite short so you can absorb the information that I'm sending to you. I'm gonna leave you this week on working on this exercise, and we're going to be reviewing this exercise on next week's check-in when I retake from holidays. Okay, so the exercise is the following. First of all, I'm going to be sharing with you a document that I have been working on this document, for those of you who are not familiar with maybe Excel or Google Drive, I'm going to take you through how I want you to do all of those things. You're going to find, together with this video, you're gonna find a link that I'm gonna be sending to you. And that link is going to be called this, Train with Stella Goal Setting Sheets, okay? When you open that link, I will then need you to go, so you open Google Drive, and then I need you to go where it says File in Google Drive, in here, and I need you to please make a copy of this document, because otherwise you're going to be corrupting the one that I just created. Corrupt it in a way that I need mine to stay blank or I don't want your goals to be shared with someone else who's opening the link, okay? So in order for you to do that, I'm gonna make a copy in here myself, and what I do, I click make a copy, and in your own file or you put the name you want, but in my case, I'm gonna be saving this as copy of Train with Stella goal setting sheet. And then you decide if you want to save it into a file that you already have on your library, or you can just save it into your Google Drive, okay? So I'm going to save this in the file that I created that is called Train with Stella. Once it's in there, how do I know that it's in there? I come back here to the file that says Train with Stella, and it's not there. So let me try again. File, make a copy, Train with Stella, select the file and make a copy. So you need to click make a copy again. Now if I go here, it's making the copy, and so I have the copy of Train with Stella in there. Once you have the copy of Train with Stella, that's the one you're going to be opening, and that's the one that you're going to be starting the work on. So this document is going to be divided in 4 sheets. I want you to mainly be working on the first 3 sheets. The last one is just an option for you to go through these the rest of the year if you want to, okay? We're gonna be connecting all of those sheets into the new things that I'm gonna be bringing next year, so it's good that you're starting to get familiar with this. So, first of all, I just want you to get on the first page. You're gonna put your personal details in here, okay? And I want you to start thinking on your goals that you have for health and wellness for 12 months, 6 months, and 3 months. I normally work backwards, like If I have a big goal in mind, I will then say, okay, this is the goal that I have for the end of the year, and then I break it into small steps to then make it a 6 months goal and a 3 months goal. Basically, what I'm trying to say is sometimes it might feel overwhelming or unachievable to have a big goal. But if you then divide that goal in small, little goals, it's more likely that we can achieve this huge goal at the end of the year. So, what I want you to think of, I want you to think on goal settings that are SMART. Remember that SMART stands for, there you go, I've opened this for you, so for those of you who are visual learners. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Time-based is super important. So we need to know very clear what we want, how we want to measure that goal, how we're going to be achieving that goal, relevant to what we're trying to do here, which is health and wellness. So I don't want you to tell me I want to buy a car. That is good for you, but it wouldn't make any difference in what we're doing here. So it has to be relevant, and it has to be time-based or time-bounded, meaning that we're going to put an estimated date that we want to achieve that goal. So having this in mind, we go back to the goal settings here, and I want you to be setting, I put 1 to 5. If you have 5 goals on each of them, good for you. The more you have, or the more clear you know the more clear you are on what you know, the better. But you can just have 1 on each if you want. So from 1 to 5, whatever you want. Once you have spent some time doing this, I then want you to go back in here. Please pay attention to this. I am tired of people telling me I don't have time to eat. I am tired of people telling me I don't have time to train. That can be okay. It can be okay. But if it's a constant that you have no time to eat, that is only just reflecting poor planning. Sorry to say this, but that is just poor planning. It is okay that you wake up one day with the intentions of having your meals, to go to train, all of that, and then something happened and you couldn't stick to your plan. But if that happens constantly on all the check-ins, then this is your fault not to make a plan in order to make sure that your training gets booked, your meals get booked, your steps get booked, and then the rest of the day gets booked. But because I'm not here trying to impose a training time or eating times, I am giving you full power to manage your agenda the way you want it and the way it best fits for you. I honestly, long time ago, gave up on the social pressures of club 5 or waking up in the morning so your day is not productive. That is bullshit. You run the day the way you want to run your day, or the way you have to run your day, or the way it best fits you. If you have little ones and you have to wake up early to get them to school, then it makes sense for you to start your day early. But if, for example, you like myself, that I am a late riser and I actually pick up my brain later in the afternoon, then I will start my day later. We all have 24 hours in the day. We do with those 24 hours whatever we feel is best. But having a plan is a must when we want to be achieving goals. And because, unfortunately, on what we're doing here, there are 3 things that are essentials, which is your steps, your training, and your food. I'm going to force you to reflect on how you want to be running your perfect day. And so in here, what I want you to do, so there is a breakdown in here of the options. So we have work, gym, meals, steps, wake, and bedtime. Okay, those are the main points that I want us to target here. So I want you to go through the hours of the day, and here you have the colors. So you're gonna be putting, for example, I know that I will sleep until 8. That's me, yeah? So in here, I will say wake and call, and then I will just put that all the time until 8, right? That's what I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna take you some time, but it's a quite fun exercise to do. Then after that, I want you to book when you wanna be doing your training. Different days of the week. You have all Monday to Friday. When you're gonna be having your 4 meals a day, because I have most of you having 4 meals a day. You're gonna book it there. So once you have it in color, it's easier to visualize, and then you will be asking yourself every day, have I followed my day routine? I'm not expecting for you to follow this 100% the rest of your time, the rest or every day, because obviously some things, as I mentioned before, will come up along the way that you might have to adjust. But the most important thing is always trying to get back to that plan that you told yourself that you were going to follow. People who achieve anything in life is people who do the things they say they were going to do. If you instead are always, no, I didn't do this because, no, I didn't do that because every time I said myself, I didn't do this because, I am immediately telling myself that is bullshit, that is excuse, that is not true. You didn't do it because you didn't want it to do it. Okay? That is me. I'm learning to be more compassionate, and then I say, okay, well, maybe, yes, I needed to just go and visit my mom, but I should have worked my day better so I can visit my mom and do the stuff that I said that I was going to do. Yeah? So that is the message that I'm trying to send you here. So I want you to spend some time organizing how you want every day of your week to be, to make sure that you complete your 3 to 5 sessions, because most of you here are minimum 3 sessions a week, 5 sessions a week. You book some time for your daily needs, which is your steps. You book some time for your meals, and then work, of course. Most of the people spend 80% of the day at work. So do that exercise for me. And then in here, where it says timeline, from timeline, I just want you to book or put in here, for example, here, I'm going to Cancun. Now, let's say I'm going to Greece, because I want to go to Greece to visit my sister this year. I haven't seen her in a very long time. So here, I just want you to book in there if you have any special occasions. Any special occasions already book, or occasions that you preparing yourself for. So for example, going back to Smita, she told me, hey, can I drop fat in 3 weeks because I'm going to India? And I said, well, unfortunately, no, you cannot drop fat in 3 weeks. Maybe sort out your food so you release some water retention, etc. But unfortunately, 3 weeks is not enough time for you to lose fat. If you tell me, hey, can I drop fat in 6 months? And I will tell you, for sure, yes, you can. Let's make a plan. Yeah? So that is the things that I want you to be working on. So 3 things, very, very important. Goals, spend most of the time in here. SMART, remember, SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded or time-based. Okay? Second, spend some time on organizing how your day how you want to be your day to, how is your perfect day from Monday to Sunday. When on your day you're going to be fitting the things that are relevant to what we're doing here, which are work because obviously it's not relevant, but it's relevant for everyone. So gym, meals, steps, and your wake up and bedtime. Okay, and it's color coded. So as long as you put code word, for example, you just change the color. And the last thing that I want you to do, when it says timeline, I want you to write, if you already have any events booked that you're preparing yourself for. Holidays, wedding, birth of your child, anything. Or if you know that you have some time of the year that you might have to have some downtime, but that is not so important. Most important is any special occasions that you're preparing yourself for, so we have very clear that in your timeline. So I'm gonna leave you with this exercise, and I'm gonna be adding a question on this week's check-in on the 7th of January. You're gonna have a question that is going to be, have you done the goal setting exercise? Because on next week's check-in, I might be reading your notes for sure. I will be doing your form corrections for sure, but we're going to be making sure that this task is completed, because this is going to be the base, the foundation of what we're going to be achieving together on 2024. And by the way, I have 12 months in there. It doesn't mean that you have to be 12 months with me, but it's good that you have in clear the 12 months of the year. So if you leave training well prepared, because I gave you all the knowledge, you then know how to continue with your goals if we're no longer together. Enjoy this exercise. It's actually very fun to do. I'm going to be asking you on next week's check-in if you have done it, because I'm going to be making a copy of each and every single one of you, because I'm going to be referring to these goal settings in every single week check-in that we do this year. Bye-bye.